Welcome everyone. This is the Morning Strike. I am your host, Night Strike, and for probably like the next hour, I'll go over some news and just kind of talk to people out there on the YouTube if there's anybody out there, and yeah, we'll kind of go from there. I got in at the last minute. We've got give him the bird himself.
Give him the bird.
Yep, give him the bird. But if anybody else wants to jump in, just let me know. I'll send you a link. As long as you got some news to talk about, we got to talk about news because, I mean, we've had one shitty week and it doesn't get any better. Okay, so all right. At first, the week was starting to look good on Monday when we heard that New York can't ban, nunchucks, and set a precedent to where we can use that in court in case anybody tries to ban anything that's not a firearm. So there's good. That was good. Then Tuesday we got struck with the bump stock ban. Not necessarily fun. And I'm just seeing it today that Cockblock Kasich went and vetoed the Stand Your Ground bill in Ohio, which we all knew he would. I mean, Budget Guns and Gear says he'd do this, and this will probably set up for them to set up an override. But who knows? They might be able to get back on the docket that you do not have a duty to retreat. Because, I'm sorry, but it's not a Stand Your Ground law unless it says in there you don't have a duty to retreat because, quite honestly, it's stupid if you have to retreat in order to stand your ground. That doesn't make any sense. What do you think, Gary?
I kind of got to side with you on this. It's either got to be one or the other. It can't be both. Right.
And while I do realize that the bill did a lot of good because it put the burden of proof back on the government and not the person, because the person was just trying to defend themselves. So that was good. But again, that doesn't outweigh the fact that, why even call it a stand your ground bill if you have to retreat? That was my whole thing about it. I don't understand that because South Carolina, we got castle doctrine. We've got a stand your ground law, and we do not have the duty to retreat in South Carolina. They do recommend the law enforcement and the CWP people do recommend that if it's a hairy situation and that if I can retreat or leave, they would recommend I do so. But I am not required to. And they only say that because they don't want innocent, concealed weapons holders getting caught in crossfire with police and criminals.
Right.
And I understand that. I support that as well because they're doing the right thing by telling people by at least telling people about it and trying to, keep safety. I understand that. I agree with that. Okay. It's just, in some situations where a civilian might get stuck in that, there are some points in time where they can't retreat. And because the law says they don't have to, that means they don't get in trouble for not retreating because, there are some situations where you can get stuck in a position for hours during a gunfight.
Oh, yeah.
So, anyways, I know I'm getting off tangent there, but that's just I'm glad that it did help Ohioans out with a little bit with the burden of proof, and it did a couple other good things. But I was saddened to see that it didn't have you don't have the duty to retreat in it. Again, I argued with Budget on this, but again, no. All right. What else is going on?
Let's see. Mattis resigned.
Mattis did resign. And I was disappointed in that. Maybe there's an underlying thing where Mattis can't take the heat.
Well, they said that it's not effective to the end of February, but the news statement I read said that in his letter of resignation, he said something about that he alluded to the fact that his policies didn't agree with the president's policies, and that maybe the president should find somebody else whose policies are more in tune with his own. And so the Democrats, in this case, CNN, was running rampant with this, saying that there's all kinds of controversy going on in the White House right now regarding our foreign policy.
Yeah.
You can either believe that or not. But evidently there was some disagreement as to how friendly we were with the Russians and stuff like that, and the handling of where was it we just pulled out of?
Iraq.
About the fact that Trump said that ISIS was exterminated when they're not, and everybody knows they're not. So
yeah.
A bit of disagreements about stuff like that. And there might be something to that. You just never know.
And there may be. There's no argument here.
Syria, Kinky said, yeah.
Syria. But again, that's just part of the course, I guess. All right. What else is going on? Let's see what people out there are saying. Shall not be infringed. Yeah, I agree with that. Stand your retreat. Yeah, that's pretty much what that was. Yeah. Run away.
I'm reading the news headlines. Trump torpedoes deal to avoid government shutdown. House approves spending bill with $5.7 billion for the border wall.
Well, if they do $5.7 billion and that guy's GoFundMe gets up to a couple billion to help out, then you know what? Trump gets his wall. I mean, he won't like it, but he'll just have to hire illegal contractors.
What's funny is
make them build the wall.
Under the For You section of Google News, the first thing that comes up says CCI Mini Mag ammo, 22 long rifle, 1,600 rounds from 95.
Well, you know why they do that? It's because they're doing it based on your searches.
Mm-hmm. We were just talking about 22 ammo.
Yeah, I agree with Insight Freedom. We do need Mad Dog in a leadership capacity. I mean, I know his views don't necessarily conflict with the president's views, but again, if you're a general, you should not have views. Okay, you should, if you were general or hell Secretary of Defense or whatever, your view is to make America safe, to protect America, not to, I have my own opinion out there and I need to tell everybody about it. That's not your fucking job. Your job is to make sure our country is safe. And if you can't do your job, then you just go out there and tell everybody that you're incompetent and you can't do your damn job and get over with it. So, I mean, just throwing that out there. But not that I'm saying that Mattis is, but again, it's getting old.
Yeah.
It is getting old. And yes, Sean, Morning Strike. The Morning Strike is back. Somewhat. Only because I'm working on the GunTube server right now.
What else is going on? Let's see.
Let's see. Check the headlines.
Deputies obtain arrest warrants for one of 4 people who entered closed West Virginia mine. Don't know what that's all about.
You know, I don't understand that. If people are going into abandoned mines, you know, if people are going into abandoned mines, old ones, you know, I wouldn't see. Yes, technically, somebody does own those mines, and they are trespassing. But again, you know, those mines are unsafe for a reason. And anybody goes into them, it's at their own risk. So obviously, arresting them is, in my opinion, a waste of resources. I know that sounds weird, but that's how I feel about that. Or that's what I believe. Not feel. I don't really feel this or that, but that's besides the point.
Let's see. Oh, that's
if they go into a mine and get hurt, that's their own fucking problem.
That's true.
That's no one else's problem. They're gonna sue the property owner because they went and legally trespassed. It doesn't hold up in court. Maybe in California, maybe in you know, in the north where Midnight Range TM lives, that's okay. But everywhere else, no one would. No.
Guess he's got a point. If someone goes into a mine and gets hurt, they can sue the property owner. But
provided the property owner's still alive.
They went into the mine, got stuck, and had to be rescued by professionals.
And as I said, that's their own damn fault.
Yeah, but somebody had to pay for that mess.
Yeah, well.
I.e. taxpayers.
Well, that's how it always goes, isn't it?
You and me.
Anyone else.
Anyone and everyone.
Yeah. What else is going on? We pretty much we skimmed over some of that. It's pretty much it that I can find.
That they'll actually put in news like this anyway.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, this is Google News I'm looking at here. It's not Fox News or anything like that. So, see what Fox News has to say. Trump urges McConnell to let Senate Majority Rule pass wall funding. A lot of junk. David Bolling says talk about the Pittsburgh rally January the 7th. I heard a little bit about that. Is that at the Capitol?
Does Pennsylvania have a capital?
Let's see. No, that can't be it.
Pittsburgh isn't the capital of Pennsylvania. That's
no.
That's Harrisburg, isn't it?
Carry guns at rally against Pittsburgh. It's about the new regulations for the city of Pittsburgh.
I'm pretty sure the capital of PA is Harrisburg.
It is. A gun rights advocate is planning to protest outside Pittsburgh City Hall in early January against the city's recently proposed firearms regulations and is urging participants to openly carry guns during the event.
Hey! Shall not be infringed.
This will hold the rally outside the City County building on Grant Street downtown starting at noon on January the 7th. Dillon, founder of the advocacy group Open Carry Pennsylvania, says he expects as many as 300 people, and many of them, including himself, would be legally armed. We're coming together to say that what they're trying to propose is not right. It's against the law. The City Council on Tuesday introduced ordinances that would ban semi-automatic rifles and certain ammunition and firearms accessories within city limits, which is, as I understand, violates state law in Pennsylvania, saying that local jurisdictions couldn't make such restrictions, but they're doing it anyway.
Yeah.
Which is, yeah, it's time.
Democrats roll.
It's time to stand up. Yeah, we're going to have to do more of that. There's going to be a lot of that.
Yeah. Yeah, Marty Huggins Jr. saying, need Kofifi. Yep, I'm drinking myself some Kofifi right now.
I don't have any made. I'm drinking Pepsi 1.
Oh my God, why would you subject yourself to that torture?
Because it was handy.
So, all right, what else is going on? Pretty sure I had an email. Let me go through my email real quick.
You go through the email. If anybody in the chat's got anything we need to discuss, bring her up.
Anybody wants to jump in and talk about some news?
We've got Black Cat Outdoors. We've got Adam Jimenez. We've got Gunpowder Beauty. We got Kinky Sphincter. Insight Freedom is in the chat. And Marty Huggins Jr. and Psycho 316, Walter Davis. And that's all I can see just on this screen. So we've got quite a few.
Yeah.
Quite a few regulars. 22 people watching, but only 6 thumbs up. So you guys know what you need to do, right? Thumb it up, thumb it down, but thumb it one way or the other. Either way, it's a... See, Black Cat Outdoors says, if you're not subbed to me, I'm giving regular updates for the rally, and I'll be there on the 7th. Yeah, I've seen Black Cat's video yesterday, I believe.
I've seen Black Cat's videos, period.
Kinky says Mountain Dew is good coffee.
Mountain Dew is good coffee when you have it.
I haven't had a Mountain Dew in ages. Ashley J is in the chat. Gunstreamer's in the house. Good morning, Ashley.
What is Gunstreamer doing this early?
They don't waste any time. I mean, it's a long day for the folks at Gunstreamer. They start at 8 o'clock in the morning. They work till 8 o'clock at night, or probably later. I guess. I don't know.
I don't know either.
I just threw that out there. She says she doesn't sleep. Must be a vampire. Huh? No, vampires sleep during the day. So.
Yeah. I sleep.
I tried to sleep. I went to bed around 12:30, 1 o'clock, and I woke up at 3:30 this morning. I could not go back to sleep. So I've been on live chats ever since. So been about 4.5 hours. And I'm running on a little over 2 hours sleep. So good morning, everybody. I'm bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, I'm sure. But I don't have my camera on, so all is good. You can't see the bags under my eyes or anything like that.
So, yes, guys, the reason why I started the morning strike this morning is because I was talking with Gary in an offline chat, and I'm working on the new GunTube server. And I say new in relative terms. It's just another server with the same hardware specs that I have already. I just had to run another one before GunTube because I couldn't keep it running on mine. Mine's not working. So that's what I'm working on this morning. Hopefully GunTube will run better then. Cross your fingers.
It's been having trouble, hasn't it?
It has been. It's been a pain in my ass. But such is life.
Well, good luck with everything. I hope it improves. You got to have a server.
I gotta have a server. It's true.
Kinky said he just joined Second Amendment Foundation and Firearms Policy Coalition while being a GOA Life member. So he's got all the peoples in this fight pretty much covered.
All the important people.
Yeah, all of them that are involved in this legal action going on anyway. You can leave the NRA out of there for sure. The NRA who does not fight for our rights.
Right?
Yeah, I need to get on the GOA and make sure that, because I think my membership expires this next month anyway, so I may as well give them some more money.
More money.
I mean, I can't give them a lot, but I can give them some. Yeah, Kinky's pretty much got it right. Screw the NRA.
Screw the NRA, yeah.
We know who our friends aren't.
It's true.
So what else is going on with you, Night Strike?
Oh, what else is going on with me?
Well,
just getting last minute Christmas shopping done. You know, I drag my ass on that as long as I can.
What'd you get me?
A Christmas card, if you're lucky. I didn't even get one from you.
Nobody's gotten any from me. I'll tell you that much. I haven't sent out any, and it's too late now.
I'm sending Christmas cards out today, so they might get to you via Christmas. They might get to you after Christmas, but at least I sent them out. I'm lazy about that. You know that.
Ashley said he got you ramen noodles.
Yeah, it sounds about right.
I like ramen noodles.
Black Cat Outdoors says that's a lot of dragging. Well, you know, I'm only trying to, you know, fill your shoes, Black Cat. No. Or is that fill your paws? You know, I'm not good on the whole metaphor thing, so just, you know, I'm just doing as Black Cat does.
Black Cat's a good guy. He's going to go stand up for our freedoms.
JH586 says, I'm a life member of the NRA. Talk about betrayal. And they still want more money. And they're promoting red flag laws now, too. You see that?
Are they behind that red flag stuff in Texas?
They're actively promoting that shit now. I mean, are you guys really? Are you sure you guys are the National Rifle Association? I mean, shit, I'd rather have the guys who were running it in the 1970s back than you guys.
Let's see. Walter Davis says non-rifle association, and David Bowling says not really allies.
Kinky Speaker's like, seriously? Yeah, I saw my thing about it this morning. Yeah, what is it? Basically, the NRA ILA praises White House School Safety Commission recommendation for red flag laws. They're supporting it.
John Z says he's gassy. Well, that's a nice thing to tell us.
John, I don't care.
He wants the world to know, I guess.
Well,
Insight Freedom says not real advocates.
they're
very good. FJ,
I would say they're not real gun owners either.
Loud. Yeah, you could make a lot of stuff out of NRA. Not real activist. I like that one personally.
Not right at all.
That'd be NRAA. NRAAA.
Okay. Apparently I got a link. I don't see a link. I don't know where he sent it. As I'm working on GunTube right now. Come on, Adam. You should know these things. Trying to mess me up.
So all you guys out in the chat, have any of you wrote letters to the president yet?
Yeah. Oh, goody.
Wrote, or in your case, you called him.
No, what is it? Not right anytime in LaPierre's mind. NRA, ILM. Or it's ILA. I give up. I give up. I give up.
JH586 says, okay, those red flag laws are going to get somebody killed. It's going to allow the government to isolate an individual to come take your stuff. Not real Americans. There's another one. Okay. FJ Amato says, you call me. I've written letters to the president, to my congressman, to my 2 senators. I'm just thinking they don't care anymore.
And you would be correct. They don't give a damn.
Best Boy 99091 says, yes, handwritten and email and social media. That's kind of where I'm at right now.
I've given them phone calls too. They've already blocked my number.
I have not done a phone call yet.
You need to.
Nor have I did a coloring book with pictures or anything like that. I'm thinking maybe that's where we need to go. I don't know.
I've already done that.
Coloring book?
Yeah, coloring book. I even put Bad Orange Man, Bam Bump Stocks. Stop.
Adam Jimenez says, so I haven't because I'm getting ready to go see Aquaman. Oh, okay.
Yeah, well, this isn't a Monday chat. This is a Morning Strike chat. Monday nights are reserved for night, never enough ammo. So
Walter Davis says, I did and was going to drop it off to him at the golf course, and right near the driveway, I changed my mind because I had a few guns in my truck.
Yeah, I'd stop. I wouldn't either. It's true. So, oh boy.
Let's see. Ashley says, funny story, fellas. I went to tag the president on Twitter on a video a creator uploaded, and I had to try 4 times because it kept getting deleted.
It's hilarious. That is hilarious. FJ Amato says, what is even scarier? And this time, this is in the media, so you can Google it. The New Jersey State Police have not, I repeat, have not ruled out going to the house to find magazines that are over 10 rounds. Oh no, they said they were going to do that. They haven't ruled it out, but I'm not aware they've done that yet. But you know, they may.
Better have a freaking search warrant.
And the minute they start doing that, you're gonna have people fighting back. I'm sorry, but anyone that comes to my house trying to take my stuff without giving me any money in return, because I paid out for that shit, they're not coming in my house. And if they try and break the door down, then they're breaking and entering.
Gunpowder Beauty says, my 30 round identifies as a 5-round magazine.
No, you see, my high capacity magazines identify as a 1-round magazine.
Ashley says, I was so frustrated. Stop ignoring me and deleting me, Trump.
Trump ignores everybody on Twitter these days.
Well, he's going to have an account so tied up, it's going to be hard to ignore pretty soon.
I hope so.
Sean Connery says, dog's going to the ER. Wish me luck. Well, good luck, man.
Good luck, Sean.
JH586 says, absolutely, house-to-house confiscation will be the beginning of civil war.
Yep. And you guys thought I was just, talking smoke up everyone's asses the other night on Rants and Raves, but quite honestly, we're heading in that direction. And if you don't want to start it now, I mean, just wait until they start taking your shit away. I mean, when's it gonna? What's it gonna take for people to, get off their ass and do something?
Ashley says, going to be hard to ignore me when I keep featuring you guys' videos ranting about how the ban is crap, and I kept tagging him. Well, yeah, you keep
doing that.
Keep doing that, yeah. We'll keep making them. You keep featuring them. We'll
retweet it and tag him in it again.
All my social media links, none of them pointed. I do have that video on YouTube also, but all my social media links all point to that Gunstreamer video.
Black Cat Outdoors says, my guns will never be illegal. They'll just be undocumented. Yeah, it doesn't work like that for guns like it does Mexicans and Hondurans.
And I'm sure Google is probably not very happy with me, because I went on the Google sites and I tried to figure out, because they have a direct method of posting a YouTube video to your website. They have a tool for that, but they don't have one for videos hosted elsewhere. So I had to figure out. I basically put a thumbnail of the video and then put a link, tied a link to that to my Gunstreamer videos.
Yeah.
Screw them. I ain't going to YouTube.
I saw this on the Truth About Guns the other day, and I just figured I'd mention it. But it's some asshole with a PhD that's saying anyone who believes in the right to keep and bear arms is dangerous. Well, anybody who doesn't believe in the right to keep and bear arms is an American. So fuck you. But again, this guy is completely off his rocker, as I guess most of them are. So, but anyways, there's the article, Gary, from the side for you.
Okay,
if you want to go over it. I just think the guy's crazy, but again, what else is there, right?
Oh, Truth About Guns. Okay.
Yeah.
Some people respond to information about gun deaths with the short reply that information has no place in American conversation about guns because gun ownership is a right. It doesn't matter what guns actually do. The true odds of shooting a bad guy, how many innocent people die, what Norwegians with guns might have managed when Breivik came, how dangerous a gun is to its owner or anything else. The facts are completely irrelevant because all that matters is there's right to own guns, period. If you want to know what's wrong with this way of thinking, then keep reading. If you are convinced by the above line of reasoning, then don't read this. You won't like it. First, people in the form of governments grant rights, and they take those rights away. They do this when it seems reasonable to do so.
It's never reasonable to take a right away from someone.
People who unquestioningly believe in something because of its status as a right are dangerous. They are dangerous because they base decisions on authority instead of their own ability to reason about right and wrong. This makes them susceptible to manipulation by others and makes them a threat to themselves and the people around them. Well, it's kind of hard to argue with stupid-ass logic like that. I'm sorry.
Yep. But again, this is what we're doing. So,
I mean, rights are rights. They were set aside by our forefathers who knew why we needed these rights and put those safeguards in place so we would not be under the rule of a tyrannical government, because they had been under the rule of a tyrannical government, and they didn't want this nation to ever end up that way again.
That's true.
And that can be proven because the publications of all the founding fathers are out there for people to read if you want to know what they discussed and why. There were about 6 or 7 people who were involved in putting together the Bill of Rights, and they discussed this and knew why they wanted to do this. It had nothing to do with regulating militias or anything else like these idiots think it does. And it didn't have anything to do with just muskets or anything else. It had to do
because
with,
they said the right to bear arms, meaning any future and existing arms. I mean, how hard is that to figure out?
it's not hard to figure out at all, but these people will try to take any argument you throw at them and they will twist it wherever they want to. It doesn't make it right, and it doesn't make you wrong. So don't let them talk you into a corner like that, because we've got everything in the world to stand on. It's no more than giving human beings a right that they should have in the first place, the right to defend yourself and the right to be free. It's all about that. It's a basic human right.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with having guns so you can shoot people or anything like that. It has nothing to do with that. We all know full well. And so when you make your statements and you write your congressmen, you write your presidents, know you're doing so because you're in the right to do so.
Yeah, and Psycho is right. Muskets and nunchaku are the only things protected right now. It's true. They go after everything else.
Adam says, so most news sources are saying the Senate will vote down the wall bill.
It most likely will.
Insight Freedom says, yes, please pick up a copy of the Federalist Papers and put it to memory. Yes.
Yeah, I've got a copy of the Federalist Papers.
I've done a great deal of reading on that stuff.
Yeah, so have I. So
if you're going to talk about rights and how they came to be, you really ought to study how this nation formed this stuff. I mean, these people, they had been through quite a bit to make America what it is. It took several years and quite a bit of, just being abused.
Yep.
And everything else.
So I'm not running this for an hour because as I said, I am working on GunTube right now. I'm transferring files over. It's a pain in the ass, but I'm doing it. So I'm going to get out of here and go do that and continue doing that for most of this afternoon and today. So you guys have fun. You guys take it easy. And maybe we'll see you again for the Morning Strike next week. We may not be doing it every day, but we may do it 1 or 2 days. It depends. And Gary may not be here, so it may just be Night Strike. So be ready to cover your ears. So with that, we'll see you. We'll see you again later. Remember, we're doing the Friday Night Strike tonight. Probably do that at 6. So we'll see you later, guys.
Give him the bird.
Shall not be infringed.
Have a great day.